famous Torres de Serranos and the old way into Valencia. Pretty cool, huh? And you can go up it as well. So I'm just going to go and see if I can get up it, because I don't fancy walking up 170 odd steps, but if I have to, you know, I might. Okay, this is me at the bottom. Flight 1, done. Flight 2, done. Flight 3, done. This one's worth it, have a look. And finally, floor 4. But hey, take a look at these views.
The Torres de Serranos, two massive Gothic gateway towers that have been standing guard over the city since the 14th century. They were part of the ancient city walls along with a moat that was demolished and largely brought down in the 19th century. Some 700 years they've stood there and soaked up the stories and the marvels that Valencia has seen. They must truly have been an awesome sight as you came over the horizon and approached this wonderful city.
Worth it, right? Now just to get down. After. Still alive. Worth doing, but no escalators, no lifts, no anything like that. And it's particularly dodgy at the top, but it's worth it when you get there. Definitely advise if you can, if you feel you're able to. Still here. I'm gonna go and get a cold drink. Say you want Baroque. Look at this place. Let's go and have a little look.
This extraordinary building is the 18th century Palace Marqués de dos Aguas. It really is a Baroque style. Iconic facade, the flamboyant mix of carved stone, the balconies with ironwork, vibrant ceramic tiles. Everything just goes over the top. But Valencia is a city that blends the old and new in fascinating ways through its architecture. You can wander and you're instantly transported back in time through narrow winding streets lined with century-old buildings that give you a glimpse into Valencia's medieval and Renaissance past. But then just as surely, you can wander through the city of the arts and sciences with its massive cultural complex designed by Santiago Calatrava. From its Gothic masterpieces of the cathedral to its ultra-modern architecture of Calatrava, Valencia refuses to be pinned out.
It is Sunday and it is the Festival of the Virgin Forsaken. And as you can see, It's pretty busy. And we are currently waiting for the transfer of the Virgin to the cathedral. I think it's going to get busier. It should start to arrive within the next 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm going to see.
And this is the Festival of the Virgin of the Sacred, Virgin de los Desamparados, one of the most important festivals in the Valencians calendar, and it celebrates the patron saint of the city, Our Lady of the Sacred. It takes place annually on the third Sunday of May, and it's a massive celebration for the city. And in the days prior to the Sunday, there are food stalls, musicians in the streets. Everywhere is lined with decorations around the circle. The main procession, featuring the ornate float carrying the figure of the Virgin, is carried through the streets on the shoulders of what can only be described as a scrum of people. Whilst chants and prayers are called out, you can even see babies passed over the top to touch the statue. Revelry and celebrations continue for days. Valencians going back to work on the Monday. Must beware.
That's awesome. That's awesome. The police officers are literally having to stop people trying to get into the cathedral. Babies being passed over the top to touch the statue. That's just a bit bonkers. Very cool. And this is what's going on inside. it might be daytime. The fireworks don't generally mix with daytime, but good God, they just nearly blew the place up. Wow. Now it's the Ciudad de Artes. This place is pretty cool. And the reason I'm filming upside down, so we can walk underneath all these jets of water. Like a child. Love it. So it's the Science Museum, the Oceanographic Museum, and the Palais des Arts. Now, this is cool. Definitely worth a visit, and also accessible easily by tram from the middle of town. Everything is covered by lifts. You can get everywhere. Superb. So, I got here and I thought, this place looks pretty familiar. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. So as I wandered down, it slowly sank in, and then I realised it's where they filmed Guardians of the Galaxy. And let me turn the camera around. And then I looked it up a little bit more. Sure enough, it was where they filmed Guardians of the Galaxy, but also Andor. Part of Andor was filmed here as well, because of this unique, intensely futuristic architecture that they've got going on. Looks pretty incredible. It really does look like the future. If the future was actually nice and neat and tidy, that is. Just look at it. It's just super cool. One is a real mix of a spot, because it's not just for the tourists, but it is also for the locals. And if you know me, you know that I love anywhere that's selling lots of food. So let's go and have a look, shall we?
When you step inside Valencia's central market, you're immediately enveloped in its kaleidoscope of sights, sounds and smells. This place is an Art Nouveau palace to food. Wander through the endless stalls brimming with fresh produce, hanging jamón serrano and gleaming tiles of seafood on beds of ice. get an amazing introduction here to the flavours of the region's fertile huerta provides a bounty of iconic ingredients like rice and oranges, vegetables and olive oil. Speaking of rice, you have to try the star of Valencian cuisine. It's served almost everywhere. Paella. Born from humble beginnings as a peasant dish, this savoury rice stew is sometimes rabbit, chicken or seafood. Of course, no paella is complete without saffron's distinctive aroma. Mouth-watering pastries and desserts. Scanning the bakery counters, you can see the palmeras, that crispy sugar-dusty puff pastry baked like a farmer, or indulge in the cafe's thick hot chocolate served with churros and pickle. And farmers' stalls overflowing with produce, tiny bodega counters pouring wines on. Central Market is a riot of flavours, beating heart, Valencian food culture.
I'm so hungry. Wow, I'm going back to actually go and eat some bits and pieces, so definitely come here.
Valencia's coastline has over 6 glorious miles of cold beaches. The city's waterfront is lined with lively promenades perfect for strolling or for cycling. It even has bars and restaurants lining the back of it, perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of the historic centre.
Lapping up the sunshine, being cooled by the Mediterranean breeze. Valencia's seafood. This goes on for miles. I moved to record a few thoughts. Just sometimes you stumble across places in the world that are just tremendous, and you don't really expect them. And Valencia is one of them. Valencia, I mean, there's so much about it. There's so much here. It's just brilliant. It's full of life. It's got a pretty chill vibe despite how busy it looks. I mean, there's a lot of tourists around here, but there's a tourist centre and then there's the barrios around the edges. There is a beach. There's so much going on. And each of its little areas has got its own character. And I'm adoring it here. I can live here. There's metros connecting everything up so you can get around nice and easily. There's plenty to see, there's loads of places to eat. And like I said, there's the beach as well as the old town, as well as the history, as well as the culture. There's just so much going on here. 2 hours away from Bristol Airport. Come to Valencia.